Marvel's What If. Some
Yes.
different stuff happened. What if it was different, guys?
But,
think about it.
But I mean, let's just get right into it. So,
Episode 1.
what did you think
Captain
of it?
Carter.
What did you think of it? You didn't like it?
It's alright. I don't know. It's fine.
I liked it, but I liked it because. So what I'm liking about both episodes, it shows you like Carter, right? Like she has way more confidence in her skill, obviously, than I almost said Peter because I'm thinking of thing, but then Steve did. So like right off the bat, she wasn't getting used to like the strength and the ability. She already had the confidence in that. So like she was also quicker. She didn't have to do that stupid becoming the little dancer to sell bonds or none of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she got to do some of the stuff.
Well, like the confidence and the abilities you're saying is like just because they skipped it. They just skipped it.
I mean,
she
skipped it.
She certainly just wasn't like, yeah, this is normal.
No,
now.
well, think about it like
they
this.
just skipped
like
so much
Steve,
shit because it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I know it's 30
comparatively.
minutes, but it doesn't matter. It's at the same time, Steve wasn't used to having any kind of power. Like, yeah, he had heart, but I mean, let's be honest, he got his ass whooped left and right. So he wasn't used to having any kind of like. Agent Carter was already trained. She already knows hand to hand. She knows all that kind of stuff.
No, she wasn't. Actually,
Yeah.
No, she wasn't. Was she?
Yeah, she's
Or
an
was
agent. She is agent.
No, she wasn't an Agent Carter until then. Shield hadn't been created. She wasn't an agent, but she was in the military.
She was in the military, so she was
So
trained.
fair
Is what I'm
enough.
saying.
But
So
she
that's what I'm
wasn't
saying.
trained
She had
like
training.
that.
No,
Not
not like
until
that. But she had
until
training.
Carter.
You know
I
what
mean, unless she was.
and she was confident in her skills too. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
But honestly, like in my opinion, at first when she suited up. Actually, let's talk about it from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, my first thing
Yeah.
I wrote, the intro is cool, which they did in both. That intro of like kind of like zooming through all these different realities and the watchers talking.
Also, real quick, I don't know if you know this or not. This is canon.
Yeah.
Like these what ifs are canon. This is just.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you.
Right,
know that
because
or
of
not.
the dimension break.
Yeah, because of the like this is definitely like it's not gonna give away a lot of Loki, but it's definitely directly after Loki. Like.
Oh yeah.
This
That's
has
what
to
I was
do with-
thinking because of
yeah.
course this makes perfect sense to put after Loki considering.
Yeah. So it is canon, and I do think at some point in time we will see some variations of these characters in live action. I do have the feeling we will.
Maybe.
Go ahead. Continue with your notes because I know you took down some notes.
No Chris Evans. Chris Evans didn't come back. He's like the only person they didn't get back.
I
which is interesting.
thought. Yeah, I was gonna say
I don't know why that was. Like I feel like I don't know that they get like so many like big people for all these episodes,
Yeah.
but not like the main guy.
Yeah, not the main
Chris
guy, yeah.
Evans. But I still don't know how I feel about the animation. I feel like it's good, but it could be
better.
The style isn't super great to me.
I think
in some ways it is. Like in action scenes, I feel like it shines a lot.
Yeah, it shines a lot, but
other
it could
than
look
that,
better. It's very awkward when it's very still. When it's very still and emotional, like when it's supposed to be emotional, it's awkward.
Yeah, and I do wish that I now having seen, which I'm sure you've seen the trailer for Star Wars Visions that's coming out.
Yes.
I wish it had been that instead, where they just had these different episodes and different animation styles. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah,
but,
like if it would have been more fitting to each type of episode to have its own type
that
of
would be
style.
really cool. But so be it. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not great either.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, honestly, where it matters is the action and like. I mean, that's where it really does shine. That's where it looks really good.
Yeah, I feel like the action in both of the episodes was pretty nice.
Go ahead, yeah, I was going to say, keep going. I didn't take notes. I do have discussions, but I didn't. Yeah.
Excuse me. There was some nice like recreations of some shots from like the first film that I noticed, like specifically the tank rolling up and then the car comes up and it like zooms in on the Hydra thing in the front of the car. That's like a shot for shot like recreation. There's when she first starts fighting, or it's one of the first times she fights and she like hits the car and flips it.
Over. Dude, you can't deny how badass that was. Yeah. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, yeah.
That was pretty cool. Like,
like
they were like, I feel like they were like, let's take this opportunity to put in some stuff that now won't show up ever because the movies are done. This stuff.
And it's not even just that. Like, this stuff is easier to do in animation than it is to do.
A lot because she does some ridiculous stuff. Like she's jumping like 40 feet in the air at some points. And it's
to be fair, Captain America is actually supposed to be able to jump that high. He like not obviously like 40 feet, but
she jumps like a fucking skyscraper,
like Spider-Man,
and like jumps into a thing.
Yeah,
and
like Spider-Man's supposed to jump.
A motorcycle in the window or whatever though.
So that whole sequence that they did, where she flipped the car over and she was fighting in the lights, the way they did that looked really cool. Like
That's pretty cool.
Her silhouette and all that, it was really cool.
I will say though, I don't like, and we'll talk about it with the second episode. Why I like, I think I like the second episode a little bit more in that it doesn't. It just is the way it is. In this, they started off exactly the same as Captain America, except she stays down there.
She stays down there, and like that caused everybody else to stay down there. And
right, and then shit starts changing, and then she goes through all this. But like, fuck, what the hell was I gonna say? Ah, god damn it, she oh yeah, like the fact that she gets in there and it becomes more of this thing of like just kind of like her being a woman and being Captain America, and how like the guy is like, you're a fucking woman, you can't do that, you can't do anything, and it's like that makes sense, but at the same time, like, I don't know, we've seen it so many times now. There wasn't anything new to it. It was just like a very basic, like, the guy is just like, no, you're a woman, you can't, and then she can.
Them having the general or whatever, Tommy Lee Jones.
It wasn't Tommy Lee Jones. It was a completely different character.
I'm saying having him die. Because he died, and then the other guy took over. He did.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I was wondering where he was.
One of the guys that got shot in the beginning sequence when he started to shoot right before Steve gets shot is him.
Oh, so that makes sense because he would never have been such a sexist loser.
No. He got killed. Yeah, he got killed, and then the other general took over.
But I just feel like I would have preferred to like just skip all that and just have it be a universe where she became Captain America and everybody just like accepts it. Like we don't. I feel like that wasted time.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. Actually,
I feel like that wasted time because like we get it. Like we know it's the '60s, of course, or the 40s actually, isn't it?
Between the 40s and 60s. No, it's 40s. It's definitely 40s, like
40s. Like we know, obviously people were sexist in the 40s. Like I get it, but like if we just skipped that and said this is a different universe where that isn't a thing, I would have been fine with that. It would have sped things up a little bit.
I do understand that guy was scummy as shit. Like, he was. I think that's what his character obviously
was all my idea. I was with her from the beginning.
Jesus Christ, dude, that actually gave me like eye rolls in real life. But I like the rescue because she got to those points faster. She got to some of those savings faster. Like Bucky wasn't being experimented on. She got to him sooner. Like because she didn't waste her time with all the dancing and all that like she was supposed to. She managed to get to those things like faster.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that, and then I liked. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So in this universe, Howard makes the Mark I suit just randomly, like he's just like, you know what?
No, it's not randomly.
Well, he gets random. He just gets the Tesseract. He's like, I have an idea for this extremely specific suit.
Yeah,
just like out of fucking nowhere.
Think about it like this though, right? I'm pretty sure Howard has like a slight thing for Peggy. Like I'm not saying he's like in love with her or anything, but he has they have a very strong bond, like they do. So I'm pretty sure he felt like he needed to have somebody have her back or some kind of way to protect her. As to compare to when it's Steve Rogers, he's just like whatever, it's Steve Rogers. But this is like Peggy Carter.
I thought as well. I thought he was like. Did you think he was paralyzed? I thought he was paralyzed.
He is paralyzed.
No, 100%. No. He walks. He walks at the end. He's standing up and he walks. Yeah.
No, he's not right. No,
doesn't he?
No.
I swear
promise
he does.
you. No, because the suit falls over and he literally crawls towards her. Remember, right before she gets sucked up. Yeah, he never stands up. Yeah. He was paralyzed.
I thought his legs were like fucked. Somehow.
They are. No, he got shot. When he got shot.
I mean, like fucked up. I know.
When he got shot literally like right where his spine would be. Yeah. So he was having spinal issues.
The way that they like got her in there is like I feel like if they had put him in there still, it probably would have like healed him and made him a super soldier, right?
I think so.
Like he probably would have been fine. Right?
We have an audience today, by the way. Yeah. Typically we don't, but I felt that was my first thought. That was my first thought too.
This is in a very like I also wish that it had just been
Jesus,
like she was the super. Okay. I wish that it had just been like she was the candidate for it. Like honestly, skip all that bullshit.
Something like.
But I guess they felt like if we're like the first episode should be like, because I feel like these episodes from here on out, like the second episode didn't follow the plot of Guardians at all.
Super different, but that's okay. We'll talk about that more.
I feel like they were like with the first episode we'll like loosely follow the plot and get people into this idea of like different things.
Yeah,
and then we'll.
But I mean, it also makes it. We'll get into the second episode in a second because I want to talk about a couple more things in this episode.
Oh yeah, no, I got plenty more.
Yeah, so I'm sure you got plenty. I like that they definitely brought back the voice actors for what are they called? I don't know their names now. The team, like Captain America's team. They actually have a name.
Howling Commandos.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did.
I didn't notice that. I didn't look into it. But are you sure?
The only reason I know is because we were watching a video. Yes, they did. They even got Sebastian Stan. Like everybody.
Oh, I know they got Sebastian Stan.
They
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
Dum Dum Dugan's voice actor came back for his. Like so they got some of those voice actors to come. Like I said, I think the way it works is while they're not busy on set, I'm telling you, I think they pull them to the side and say, "Hey, we need you to run a couple of these lines."
Maybe for some of them, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how they got a few of these people.
Yeah, you got Haley Atwell. I can't remember his name, but it's the same guy who plays Howard.
Yep, he's
I don't know
definitely.
if I put. I didn't.
He came
I
back.
didn't put it in there, but yeah, he's in there. Yeah, Sebastian Stan. And then towards the end, I'm pretty sure that was Samuel L. Jackson and Jeremy Renner.
It was. Yes, it was. It was.
Which
it was.
we'll get to that.
100% it was.
I'm pretty sure that was them.
Yeah.
And then Toby Jones is back as I was about to say Zemo. What the fuck is his name? Zola.
Yes. Yeah, Zola.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah. But yeah, there's that point where they're doing like a little montage and she's having like the fight on the planes. That was fucking sick.
Yes, I
That was
literally
fucking
rewinded
sick.
that because Rachel looked down at the worst moment at her phone for a second, and I was like, "How the fuck did you just miss that? That was so fucking badass."
We're done,
dude. When she literally ran through the ship,
and
jumped
she's
out
kicking
and curled
ass.
up in a
Yeah.
ball, and
it's because he does he
Oh!
does like a light version of that in the first movie when he has that one plane, but they like took it to the next level.
Yeah, the next level, yeah.
Which
because
is
she
really
is supposed to be. Oh, I do want to talk about. I give them props for not sexualizing her. Like they beefed her up, like exactly like it happened with Steve, where
Yeah.
she got taller and beefier. They did the same thing with
I
her.
think the only way to sexualize her would be to give her like
A sexier suit,
a bikini.
But, yeah, no.
like,
But what I
outfit,
mean by
but
that
they
is
wouldn't do
like they didn't keep her like curvy.
Well,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like they
of
gave her
course.
like
Who
a
would?
muscle.
Who
clad,
would?
like
Like
yeah.
how would that even work?
Yeah. No, they
That
gave her.
wouldn't
They
make
made
any
her
sense.
muscled, and that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that they did that. I love that she still had the attraction to Steve, and Steve still had the attraction to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Obviously,
That was good.
a lot of their lines set like switching. That was awesome too.
Yeah.
Like them sitting at the bar saying, "Oh, I can't get drunk." Well,
Yeah.
like those, like the way they flip flop those.
And then
Oh wait, no, wait! How awesome was that when Howard ran up to the window? And he's like, "Oh, was I interrupting something?" He's like, "I'm not here," and like he's trying to
I'll
watch.
watch.
Them. Yeah, so
Yeah.
good, so good.
yeah, so Steve and Bucky switch positions in this in terms of the train.
Yes, but it pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, that part
Why?
made me mad. I 100% think they should have gone the route. They should have made Steve the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I 100%
But
thought
then,
that's where they were gonna
that's
go.
the problem is they made him paralyzed, which
yeah.
of course they could have had some way around it with
they
some
could've.
like mech legs, but it's like they
dude.
stuck to that. And
No,
like,
they 100% should.
But at the same
have.
time, like they would have had to go into the Winter Soldier, and that would have been like a whole other episodes worth
No,
of
they could have
content.
just teased it because apparently we're getting a second season that will actually go over some of these
okay.
what ifs. Yeah.
Oh, so like Phase 2.
Yeah, like not even
'cause Phase 2 is
like,
Guardians.
It'll be how it's affected. Like it'll show you
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
Because if you I don't know if you realize like they set up for like Red Skull. I almost called him Red Hood. Jesus Christ. Red Skull. You know he's looking for another way to open that Asgardian door. There's another like lock.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go over more of this stuff. Like.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow opened it in this universe or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I wrote that all the original actors except for Haley Atwell seem to like. They don't seem to be able to like translate
Emotion.
No, not the emotion, but just like the way they sound in the movies to voice acting. They're all like a little over exaggerated.
Yes, because I have the feeling. Obviously, some of these guys don't have voice acting experience.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they don't. So obviously, some of it does not register well. And I actually noticed it a little bit with the second episode. It's like because you were saying, you know, they brought almost everybody back for that.
Yeah, and
And
some of them
don't
they just
sound-
sound weird. Like
Even
they don't
even
sound
Josh
like
Brolin
themselves.
came back.
Yeah, but he does sound like himself. I
I think he sounds like a. I think at some points he did, but at
recognized
some points, now that I'm thinking about it, he's supposed to sound more kind.
Yes,
he's not supposed
yeah,
to sound
exactly.
like mean. So yeah, maybe. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can tell some of these people have not done voice acting.
Yeah.
You can tell, 100%.
So I was gonna say I like. Well, also Red Skull just like gets a castle in this instead of whatever
Yeah.
he had in the movie. He's
Yeah.
just big spooky
Instead of a
Hydra
fortress,
castle.
he has like a
Which
castle.
I think that's actually like from the comics. That's where he
Yes, that is in the
resides in the
comics,
comics,
yes.
and I almost want to say like that storyline of them like opening a portal. I think that's in a comic.
That's in a comic as well. Yes,
and like some of the original stuff of like something.
I believe
even the room they were in
Rachel,
looked similar, familiar.
I was telling Rachel the creature coming out. I'm pretty sure is Shumagorath. That's what I'm assuming it was.
Right.
I don't know if you know anything about that. But
because I knew something about it. Was the whole scenario was familiar.
Yeah.
To me.
So I do have a feeling that's where they were leading towards.
Yeah. But I like that they rush in and Howard just goes with them just like in his suit. He doesn't change. He's just like still in his suit, wearing like a like a shirt and tie, just like
yeah.
I'm just gonna go on the mission with you guys. I'm not gonna change. I don't have much. I mean, the fight was fine. She sacrificed herself, quote unquote.
Yeah, and they exchanged their how about next Saturday? Yeah. They still never got that dance.
Yeah.
They did leave it very, very, very open in terms of what they're going to do with the next one because she went through the portal and then she came back and obviously she's still the same age. So obviously to her, it was almost, I don't want to say instantaneously because if it was instantaneous, she would have had the tentacles she was still fighting. But she definitely went through the portal and at some point came back out very close to the same time that she went in. And she goes back and it's 70 years later, just like Captain America. Which I was wondering how they were going to do that.
I wonder, actually, though, like thinking about it, like it's entirely possible they could still have Steve be the Winter Soldier. Like,
it's true.
Anything could happen to him in that period of time.
That's true.
So, it might not be exactly the same as Bucky, but it's still possible.
No, 100% actually, you're right.
It's the exact, recreation of the portal room from the Avengers, which is interesting. So I wonder what that means, though, is like they had that set up prior to, like, does the Avengers still happen in this universe?
No. So one of the videos that I actually watched that was talking about it, it looks like what's going to happen is she's literally going to come straight into the Avengers situation.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is Loki going to be like right behind her or what?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be something. We'll see.
Yeah.
So.
And then I wrote, Samuel Jackson and Jeremy Renner seems to be them.
Yeah, it is.
And
100%.
It was all right. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, overall, it was good. It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The animation at some points is weird, and like I said, I'm noticing it more with the second episode. Well, we'll get more into detail about it, but it's definitely the animation definitely could use improvement, for sure. Even the voice acting.
I think. In a perfect world, this would be a live action series with all the actors coming back and like high budget. But no, they're never going to spend the money to do something like that. But God, could you imagine? That would be awesome. So fucking cool.
It'd be really cool.
Like do like an actual like recreation of the movie, or just fucking make the movie again, but with her.
We could see some of these characters. Like we could.
Right.
I do have a feeling we're going to see her come back.
Yeah.
I do. I have a feeling we're going to see her like.
If they're
heading towards Secret Wars or whatever, it's definitely going to be like we're going to see a Captain America Falcon versus Captain America of some kind. Like we'll see. It's definitely going to be some crazy.
I would hope they bring back some stuff like that because, like I love Carter and everything. Like Agent Carter.
Never saw the show.
I can't remember the second season very well, but I know for at least this first season, very underrated. I loved the first season.
I never got to see the show because
I think the second season went off the rails a little bit.
That's what I was like. Once I heard that, like it started to like take a dip in a different direction, I was like,
But I don't know. I remember loving the first season of that show. I actually would like to go back and check it out. But like, I don't know. She's just like a really great character that I'd love to see do a little bit more, like in the movies.
In the movies, yeah, for sure. And this is a good way to put her into it.
To bring that back, yeah. So episode 2, what if T'Challa was Star-Lord?
Overall, how'd you feel about it?
It was fine.
I liked it better than the
I'm
first.
not really I'm not super into these so far. Like I like the
I
concept,
get it.
But they're not blowing me away.
Because so here's the thing, right? They're not blowing me away either. I do like them. But my thing is, they feel sped up because they are.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
but this isn't it. This isn't really sped up in a way because like
no,
it doesn't even follow
but
it doesn't even follow the Guardians movie.
No, it doesn't follow that Guardians, but it's still sped up. Like even when they're going over the plan, it's like.
Well, yeah.
It all feels like
it's
quick,
a half-hour show though.
I know that's what I'm saying. So it all does feel quick. So honestly, like. I think they should stick with, I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens. But it definitely is very sped up to the point where it's just like, okay, like slow down. Like, let me enjoy this while it's getting good. Because honestly, T'Challa as Star-Lord, awesome.
Pretty cool.
Fucking cool as shit.
Just
to
like
see the difference because he's so much more,
fits.
and like he's so much more graceful and he's so much more respectful and he's more caring of people.
Right.
So of course he's heard of because he's helping universes. He's helping people. He's like, I can't remember his name right now. But the dude like praising him like, oh Lord, should we kneel? Like,
I don't
dude,
know. Nobody knows his name really.
I can't remember it. But honestly, to have him praise him is like is awesome because like he's like, oh, should I kneel? But that's also a throwback to no, I don't like that. Like we don't do that.
Yeah, like
here.
in Infinity War.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
Should I kneel? Yeah, he's a king.
So good, but yeah, no, I mean, I liked it just because of how different having T'Challa and having him like change how the Ravagers are, just because of his personality.
No Guardians. So they, I mean,
but also
they didn't say,
no
though,
Thanos.
They didn't say, what if T'Challa was a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
No,
They said,
they
what if
said,
Star-Lord
what
was
if-
Star-Lord? So it's
Yeah,
just Star-Lord.
Star-Lord,
No
yeah, it's
Guardians
true.
at all. I'm sure
Yep.
they'll do something with the Guardians in the future.
Oh, I
in
know.
like a
I know
future
there's
season or
one.
something.
Well, I know there's an episode where the Guardians, I believe the Guardians replace the Avengers or something.
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
So I was thinking when I was watching the intro, I wonder if Stanley hadn't passed away.
He became cameo,
No, not cameo, but I feel like
voiced cameo.
he would have been the narrator for the intro. I feel.
Oh, he
because they
could
even
have
have
been.
that in Guardians 2 that he's
Dude.
a watcher.
He's a watcher. Yeah. Honestly, that would have been awesome.
I think if he was still alive
They could
today,
still
they
do
would have.
cameos for him too. Like that's the thing. He doesn't have to speak.
Yeah, but
Out of respect, I know.
out of respect, I feel like they wouldn't do that. But
No, I'd still have to see a cameo.
I
but
think his
Why not just give him the cameo he
would've
had
been
originally? Like
the Watcher.
no. Like give him the cameos he had. Like if they're going over certain
well, because he
movies,
says stuff in those.
not yeah. I mean,
And
I
almost
guess,
all of them.
I guess yeah. But like honestly, like if they're in a bar, he was in a bar for one of them. Like he could just be sitting in the bar in the
Yeah.
background. You know what I mean? Like they could have cameos for.
But yeah,
him.
I just think like they definitely I was picturing it the whole time. Like it would be so nice if it was his voice saying like him talking about like what if and like the way he would say it.
And
it
honestly,
would be
he would
so
have emotion
beautiful.
behind it. He would have a lot of emotion behind it.
It's just the way he talks is.
I mean,
is
at the same
fantastic.
time, like the Watcher does sound good though.
Yeah, it's
He
good.
does
But
sound good. But
I'm
honestly,
just saying
I can
like
picture Stanley being way
I
better.
do think if he was still alive, I think that would have been the plan.
Yeah,
or would have
probably.
been the first go to.
Because honestly, I do feel like I could hear
could be
it.
completely wrong, but I would have liked it even if not. Yeah, so Chadwick Boseman is back. Let's
Yeah.
see, Michael Rooker is back as Yondu, which
Well,
he didn't sound
thank
anything
you. Yes,
like himself.
He didn't
to me.
sound like himself at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Michael Rooker. It is 100%.
Josh Brolin's Thanos.
Yep.
Karen Gillan is back as Nebula.
Yep.
Benicio del Toro as a collector, which I was really surprised that they got
That
him.
I am surprised in that. He sounded very different though. To be fair, he sounded more
But he's a completely different
confident. Yeah,
character.
he sounded very confident, very strong. Which I honestly like that little fight with him where he was using like the little random gadgets and all the little things in the background. Like honestly, that was pretty cool. I like that. He had the shield. He had Mjolnir. Like obviously in this universe, there are no Avengers.
I was gonna say it's not that there are no Avengers. I think he
Or there
got
were.
them all. I think
Yeah.
he got them all. Is the
Yeah, I
idea
think he got
because
them all. Yeah.
well, we'll get to that in a second because I was gonna say last one. Kurt Russell came back as Ego as well. They didn't get Chris Pratt, but for him to talk at the end and be like, "You're my son" or whatever. That
Yeah.
they got Kurt Russell, but not
And
Chris
like
Pratt.
I mean, wherever this universe goes, obviously the Earth is going to be pretty fucked. I mean, it looks like he's going to
but these aren't all the same. These are different. That you're saying
Yeah,
this
yeah,
episode's universe, right? Because
Yeah,
they're all
like
different
this episode's universe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wherever this universe goes, I don't mean like the
Right.
What If universe. I mean whatever like T'Challa's universe,
Right.
where he's Star Lord.
So yeah, that opening scene it was like very very like Guardians of the Galaxy like style humor, but like with T'Challa in a way. So that was interesting. I kind of liked that, but I feel like the rest of the episode didn't have quite the same degree of jokes as that first scene. The first scene felt
Guardians.
like something that could have fit straight into Guardians
Yeah.
in another world where like Star Lord
that's just it, right?
was
Like-
like famous, you know.
Let's just say you're comparing it to Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's not.
I'm not comparing it.
No,
I'm
you're
just
saying,
I'm
the
just
humor.
saying the
yeah,
first
yeah,
one.
the humor. What I'm
Right.
saying is, it did. I think that's the whole point, though. I think we're supposed to feel like it started out as like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and then it moved away from its own thing because he was his own thing.
Yeah,
So I
maybe.
think that's how we
but-
were supposed to be made to feel. I think we're
Yeah.
supposed to be made to feel like, oh my god, this is gonna be like Guardians, and then it's like, nope, Thanos isn't the villain. Like he's a fucking bartender.
Right.
Like Nebula's supposed
Yeah,
to be
that
like
was
this really hot.
that was
like,
really unexpected.
Yeah, like Nebula's supposed to be like this real sexy like love interest for him. Like she
Yeah.
calls him, what is it, Cha-Cha?
Cha-cha.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
I mean, it's cool though. I would love to see more of it. I really
Yeah.
would. But unfortunately, that's one that's going to be really hard to continue because, you had the death of Chadwick Boseman, so that's not going to
Right.
be an easy
Yeah.
one to continue.
right,
So they're going to have to go in a different
Well, I
direction
mean,
with that.
they got a bunch of other people to voice different people, so I guess it doesn't really
it's
matter.
true.
to
I mean,
them.
they could always do it because I would like to
But
see
they
more
might,
of that.
I might just leave that and just like rest that
There's
character.
no way. There's no way. There's no way. Not with how they ended it, bro. With him coming to take Star-Lord?
I
No
don't think
way.
any of this is beholden to have any
Well, dude,
continuation. They might
so
say
what
there's
I'm
going to be a
hoping-
second season, but I don't think any of this necessarily has to have another follow-up.
Okay, that's
any
true.
of this.
That's
like,
true.
I could care less, to be honest with you.
Well, right now, yeah, unless you watch like a really cool one where you're like,
Yeah. Well,
"Oh,
I
this
mean,
is
just
more of
even
this."
these two specific stories.
I want to see Easter eggs in Multiverse of Madness. I want like if there's
there's
a
gonna
scene where
be.
there's jumping through multiverse, I wanted to jump through some of these multiverses and see
Yeah,
like,
there
oh,
will
like,
be.
oh my god, like Peggy Carter's freaking like, dude, I want to see that.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
sure there will be like just little things. Maybe not so in your face like that, but there will
Yeah,
be
but I'm
little
hoping,
things
yeah.
at least. So they got Proxima working as like a receptionist or like a security agent in like in nowhere, and then like
You talking about the? Oh,
Midnight
yes,
with
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and
What are
the
they called
other
again?
three is I don't remember what they're called. They don't
They're
say
called
that.
this-
They don't say it in the Infinity War, but they have
No,
a
but
name.
they have a name. It's like the something Suns. The
I don't
is
remember
the
what it
Midnight
is.
No, it's not the Midnight Suns.
No, her name is Proxima.
No, no, her name is. But I'm saying that group. Their group is called something.
Yeah, but I don't remember, but they're all in there, which was weird. So I guess the idea is that Thanos didn't go through with his plan, so they just like
Yeah.
said, "Fuck it, we're gonna go work for some other
Yeah, somebody who's
evil-ish
stronger,
guy."
somebody who's more evil. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's they're villains, so they're gonna go for the winning team of villains that they
Yeah.
think would win.
Yeah. So I guess it's not
Order?
that.
Yes,
crazy.
thank you. Yes, Midnight Suns is something completely different. I just thought about that. I
What,
think
the
that's like
Black
Daredevil
Order,
and
is that
like
what you said?
Gambit. Yeah, the Black Order.
Okay.
That's what they're called.
Cosmo Space Dog,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. I
My
mean, honestly,
favorite
and the
character in
fact-
Guardians of the Galaxy, hands
And the
down.
fact that he left with T'Challa in the end. Like,
yeah, that
was cool.
I loved that because I
Yeah.
wish something like that had happened in Guardians. Because
Yeah, I'm
you remember
surprised
him
he did
showing
it.
up in Guardians 1.
Yeah.
And then also Howard the
Howard
Duck.
the Duck, of
Oh,
course.
dude, I don't know why I have such a love for Howard the Duck. Like I
He's weird.
love Howard
He's
the Duck. I
weird.
used to read the comics when I was
Oh,
younger.
really?
Yes,
That's
and
weird.
I fucking love Howard the Duck. I really wish they would do something more with him.
Well, we had a movie
I
for
don't
him, but
know.
it was terrible.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they could do. I feel like they could do something now.
Oh, they
I
could do
just don't
something
know.
now. 100%.
Maybe even just like an animated,
animated,
series.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, animated
but I just
series they
Howard the
did.
Duck. I don't know why. I just have like a soft spot for him. So that was awesome to see him in there. I think he was voiced by Seth Green.
Really?
Yeah, so that was
Oh,
interesting.
damn.
T'Challa really just like dipped on his family for 20 years.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I know.
Something
I
about
know.
that threw me off.
Yondu must
Lied
have
to him.
eventually lied to him, but
Yeah.
like he was definitely gone for a long period of time, and he was just like, "Fuck it, I'll go with you guys."
Yeah.
He didn't get on the
He
ship.
was
They flew
too-
away, and then he was like,
he-
"Sorry, your
Your
whole
family's
family just got
dead.
killed
Yeah,
in those
like,
last
in the
30
span of 2
seconds."
Yeah. No, like
Because he was gone for a
he
while
was so
before that
willing.
happened.
He was so willing. He was like, "Oh, cool, let's just go explore the like."
Yeah, fuck my family.
Oh shit, candy in a van? Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what that was.
It's like mostly his fault that like
Yeah.
he never went back. Like even when Yondu was like, "Oh yeah, your whole place was destroyed," like wouldn't you go back anyway to see?
yeah, but to be fair, even if it was destroyed, it would have made a lot of sense. Because
What?
he sent out like if Wakanda had been destroyed, it would have made a lot of sense if you think about it. Because if he sent out a signal, a universal like signal, and the collector collected one of the ships, it would have made sense that he came and destroyed Wakanda and took that ship as a part of his collection.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it would have made sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
how
would've-
did, no, he
that
just,
was my first. When I
no,
saw
he
the
just
ship,
got. Yeah, that's what I thought
Yeah.
too. But he just got the ship because they were exploring space trying to find him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly my thought after the video, like after the little thing.
Spacecraft.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like honestly, when I first saw the ship, I was like, oh shit, like he destroyed Wakanda. And then the message came, and you can clearly tell he was much older, the dad.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know what I mean? Like, but for that to still be alive, like that's cool.
Yeah.
Not for much longer, but you know, whatever. Not with the planet fucking destroyer over
no,
here.
hell
whatever.
no.
Igor, yeah. Jesus.
Igor?
No, wait, what's his name?
You said Igor. Ego.
Ego. Jesus.
The Collector is a fucking beefy son of a bitch in this though. Like
He
he's
is.
like, and it made me wonder though. Like I wonder if there's like if it's like a world where like he went down and injected himself with like
Like
the
a
super
serum
soldier
or something.
serum.
He had to because he was. Way,
That was
obviously
my
he
first
way
thought.
Stronger, and not even just the
I
gadgets.
mean, that might not be true, but like that's
No,
a cool
that
idea.
was-
That's
no,
a cool
I
concept.
No, I do
that
have
he
a
would
feeling. No, I
done
have a
something
feeling
like
he
that.
injected himself with something similar.
He's
He
got
had to.
Mjolnir, he's
He
got
wasn't
the
beefy.
shield.
It's not even just that. T'Challa punched him in his chest numerous times, not the armor, in the
Yeah,
actual
well,
chest,
yeah.
and he was just like, "Who gives a fuck?"
Yeah,
He was
he's just like,
he's
in,
bro,
in the
get hell out of here,"
movies.
and he threw him.
in the
He
movies,
obviously
he's like
isn't-
really
he's obviously
frail.
powered with something. Yeah, he's powered with something.
But
And I mean, he went to Earth. Clearly, he's been to Earth like
Yeah,
numerous times.
um,
Clearly.
But Yondu like comes up behind him and could have just fucking killed him, just like
Yep.
that.
But nope.
But you know they had to
No.
pad it out for the
Yeah.
episode or whatever. But like he had 2 chances to kill him. The first time he could have just shot the arrow through his head. Then the second time he aims it at the armor on his
the armor on
chest
his
instead
chest,
of
yeah.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, Yondu, you kind of deserve to get shit on, honestly.
I honestly thought they were going to go in the direction of killing Yondu. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they were going to kill Yondu.
Well, they already did that though. So
Yeah, we've been
that'll
there.
Be, yeah, been there, done that.
Mary Poppins, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was an episode.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, overall, I
They're nice.
I enjoyed it. I'm not okay. So I'm definitely not on that bandwagon with like Loki, where I'm like, I can't fucking wait till next Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, I'll say to Rachel sometimes, like, oh, I can't wait to see what they do with the next episode. But I'm not like, I can't fucking wait. Like,
yeah, I'm not super worried about.
Yeah,
I'll catch up to it, of course, just to stay up to date and everything. But like, I could miss this and probably not worry about it really.
I mean, the only reason I don't want to miss it is it's a good topical like discussion for us to talk about, but also like this is gonna have some kind of effect. It's when they start like going into other multiverses, it's definitely gonna have some kind of effect. We're gonna see these characters again for sure, like for sure. So I don't know.
We'll see.
No, I'm telling you, we will.
We'll see about that.
No, I guarantee it. I'm telling you, especially with some of the shows and even like some of the movies that are coming out. Nah, we're definitely gonna see them in some form or another. We're gonna see them. You have the Multiverse of Madness coming out with Doctor Strange.
But then it begs.
But in the Spider-Man like movie, there's definitely, and I'm not even just saying other Spider-Man. Doctor Strange is in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, like there's
which one? Multiverse of Madness or the Spider-Man movie?
No, the Spider-Man movie. The what is it? No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, in No Way Home, like Doctor Strange is in that movie.
How would we ever know?
So
yeah, I was gonna say.
Trailer.
Yeah,
there's no trailer, but
you're just guessing though.
No. I don't know if I want to show you because you don't like spoilers. But they came out with some of the fucking toys, and they spoiled something on accident. His suit, he has an amulet.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, like it's a magical suit, and like what people are saying is his web shooters is so he can actually like grab on like. When
but that could be also. Doesn't that come out after Multiverse of Madness? Mm-hmm. So that could be just a result.
Well, you talking about Spider-Man?
Yeah,
that comes out this December.
Does it really?
Yes. That comes out. That comes out way before Multiverse.
Wait, that's really soon. Wait,
exactly.
So
and
you just
get fucking trailer.
We're getting Shang-Chi and then that.
No, Shang-Chi, Eternals, then Spider-Man.
What? Eternals is coming out this year too?
Yes, dude. 3 Marvel movies. 3 more Marvel movies, baby. Yeah.
That feels like a lot. Like I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah.
For 1
year. They have a backlog to go through, so
Damn.
I mean, they had to take a whole 1.5 year break.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've just been avoiding all the information, so I guess I forgot.
Yeah, we have 3 movies. I swear, Eternals is November. Damn it. See, now I want to look it up because honestly, I'm interested in that movie as well. But
I can look it up.
Yeah, please. But yeah, I'm very interested in that movie because it's supposed to be like the strong beginning of like how we got like technology and advancements. So we'll see how that plays out. But also Shang-Chi, I'm just interested in because
I was in the theater the other day watching something, and I was with a friend, and the Shang-Chi trailer came on, and I was like, I'm just not gonna look. And he finished watching the thing. He was like, that looks fucking dope. And I was like, well, I guess I'll find out.
No, I wish you would have seen at least.
Because like I've heard the audio of it, and I heard the audio of the Batman trailer, but like I'm like tuning it out, so like I'm not like I don't see any of the imagery though, so nothing's spoiled for me about either of those yet.
That's what I thought.
So
yeah, so
I still don't know anything, which I'm excited about.
I think we're gonna get a trailer September 3rd.
For the Eternals?
For No Way Home. When Shang-Chi comes out, I have a feeling we're going to have a trailer in that movie.
When it comes out? No, it'd be like a week after. That's what they usually do.
No, we're talking about Shang-Chi? No, I'm talking about in the trailers, like, you know, in the trailers for Shang-Chi before the movie starts.
Maybe.
It's a Marvel movie.
Wouldn't it be like, don't you think like Shang-Chi may have an effect somehow that leads into, you know, like how Infinity War they wait, or not, was it Infinity War? Endgame. They waited until after Endgame to drop the trailer for Far From Home because.
Yes. No, I don't think it'll be that way because I think Shang-Chi is before. I think Shang-Chi, like, they're giving him an origin story, so I think before.
But there still could be some, like, after-credit scene or something tying him into a larger universe that might relate to that. Especially if Doctor Strange is going to be in it.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll.
But then again, the Eternals is the next movie after that, so you would think he'll be in an Eternals trailer next.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see.
Why are people complaining about a No Way Home trailer if the Eternals comes before that? Like,
yeah, Eternals has already had, like, 3 trailers.
No, it hasn't. It had 1.
No, 2.
It had 1.
2 to 3. I watched both. 2 to 3 trailers. Promise.
Well, not in theaters anyway.
No, not in theaters yet. No, because they've already hyped it over here. That's why people are upset. It's like you guys are already hyping the Eternals. You're hyping Shang-Chi months and months ago.
Yeah.
And you still haven't hyped us with No Way Home.
Yeah,
so.
it's just a shame though that No Way Home like is gonna get a trailer and it's just gonna be like, they're all the gang's all here. Like, it's like, but like imagine if they just didn't say anything about it.
But here's
you can't do that. They have to market it somehow.
Yeah,
so like.
But here's the thing, like with No Way Home, it's like. I don't know, man. It's at this point, it's so overhyped and so big that they don't even have to release a trailer at this point.
I hope they don't.
The jokes I saw on Reddit and on YouTube made me laugh. Though people were like, "Oh shit, we're getting a trailer at the after credit scene of No Way Home." Like we're gonna trailer like before watching the movie. Like
it's like there's no point.
That movie's gonna sell. That movie's gonna sell.
to like worry about. Because somehow it got out, they fucked it up and let it. Like, imagine if they had like kept it tightly under wraps. That was going to be a thing.
They tried.
Did they?
Oh, they tried.
They did.
No, they tried.
Because
I mean, they're still doing a good job of keeping it.
Endgame, Infinity War, none of that ever got out.
Yes,
ever.
it did.
No, it didn't.
Oh, 100%.
No, it didn't.
Dude, 100%. Almost the whole
Endgame
Endgame
never got out.
Yeah, almost
No.
the whole Endgame. Like I think it's like the first. I don't even know. Like the first half of the movie, 100% got leaked. I remember.
No,
I remember. They were
no,
like,
it
this
wasn't
movie,
accurate though. There's no.
No,
way.
it was
I read-
very.
there
It
were
was
leaks,
scary
but
accurate. They were
weren't
like
right.
they were like the first. They're like the first 2/3 to half of the movie is a very strong heist movie, and they even went over some of the stuff that was like I'm telling you, somebody leaked it. I remember reading that it's more of a heist movie. It's not gonna be anything.
But I
close
also
to
just
Infinity
mean
Wars.
like there's like set photos and people seeing them, the cast leaving and shit, and like that's where a lot of this is coming from.
Yeah.
It's not just like one person being like, "This is the script
Well,
for the movie."
it's
And
already
it's like, they
been
never-
spoiled. It's already spoiled. We're gonna have Andrew Garfield. It's
Yeah.
spoiled. We're gonna have Tobey Maguire. It's spoiled because, like you said, recently they were doing reshoots for the movie.
Yeah,
And
Kirsten Dunst was
and
there.
and they fucking Andrew Garfield, who does not live in LA, was in LA just around this time. Like I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
exactly what that is. So I'm pretty sure it's already been spoiled.
It would be. They're.
It's still gonna be epic, dude.
They are fucked if it isn't though. They're so
Yeah.
fucked. The trailer's gonna come out. It's gonna be a normal trailer, but it's like, oh, really? It's not that.
Well, to be fair,
like
with
they would be.
Civil War-
Like all these rumors start coming out. They're like, guys, we need to reshoot this now. Get Andrew Garfield on the phone. We have to make this a movie like this now, so people aren't disappointed.
But well, what's it called? When Civil War first released its first trailer, like its very very first trailer,
Yeah.
there was no Spider-Man in it like at all because at that point they were still trying to get a deal with
Yeah.
Sony and with that was called Tobey Maguire. I can't remember his name right now.
Andrew Garfield.
No, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Holland?
Tom Holland, yes.
Okay, what
With
the
Tom
fuck?
Holland. They're still trying to get a deal with
Yeah.
Tom Holland and with Sony on what they were going to do. And then finally, that scene in the airport, like, was edited heavily to not have Spider-Man in it, even though he was in, like, a good significant part of that fight. Even
Yeah.
the part where they all run up to each other, he's in that.
Yeah.
But they
Oh,
edited,
yeah, of
they
course.
edited him out. And then finally they came out with another trailer after that, and it was like, Underoos, and then like, he landed, bro, it's
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
the end of the very end. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And literally, that's all they needed. Like, Spider-Man came
Wouldn't it
out,
be
landed, and everybody
crazy,
was
though,
boom.
if they. It depends on how much of the movie revolves around the
Yeah,
three Spider-Man.
yeah.
If that's like a part of it, but not like the major focus of it, then maybe there's a world where they could edit a trailer that looks normal
Yeah.
and then have the movie come out and like still blow people away.
Well-
Because people will be like, oh, damn, they're not doing it. But then they'll go see it anyway and they'll be like, oh, shit.
You know how I would like it even more? Somebody actually came up with a concept, and I believe it was on TikTok. Like, how cool would it be if we're like a good, like, I don't know, the last like 30 minutes of the movie where it's a big fight and Tom Holland Spider-Man is losing, like real bad, like real bad. And like
On your
at
left.
this point, no. And at this point, like a portal's been opened or something's happening where like the villains are piling up on Tom Holland's character, and like you saw all of a sudden hear the Spider-Man OG like theme. You know, like the Tobey Maguire theme. Like, you know what I'm talking
I thought you
about?
were saying like the theme song.
No, like you know what I'm talking
Spider-Man.
about. Like, I don't know if you actually.
No,
know
I know.
this.
I do know what you're
Yeah,
talking
I was
about.
gonna say I don't
do.
want to get copyright strike, but you know,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
do
talking
know
about.
what
Like
you're
that,
talking about,
that theme plays, and like he gets saved by like Toby's Spider-Man, and then like we
I'm
get,
gonna put some dirt in your eye.
but like, and then we get like Andrew Garfield's in there somehow. Like it'd be amazing if they did that.
Yeah.
And like honestly, that would be awesome. Like I would be happy.
That
with the
would
last
be
30
too
minutes.
much out of nowhere, though. I feel like they have to have it be a bigger part of the movie to set that up. You
Exactly.
can't just have
That's
them
why you
show
can't
up at the
have
end
it
with
show
no
up.
explanation.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's why it's not going to be that way.
But they could show up and like be a part of it, but not, you know. I'm just saying, like, if the whole movie revolves around the three of them,
Yeah.
if it still revolves just around Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and they're there to help him,
Yeah.
then maybe there's a world where you can cut a trailer of just him and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
scenes of him fighting and different things. But who knows if it is that? What the fuck is it even going to be? It's not going to be Craven. People were thinking it was Craven
it's not
before
going to be
all this
Craven.
came
No,
out.
it's a Sinister Six.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, because have you not heard, like, they're bringing back the guy who played
Doc Ock, yeah.
They're bringing back the guy who played Jimmy Fox. He's playing Electro, a different version of
that's
him.
true.
Yeah,
Oh, damn it.
and
I forgot
we're
about that.
supposed
Damn
to
it, I
be
wish you had
getting-
reminded me about that.
Yeah,
Fuck!
And apparently, Willem Dafoe is also in it as a Green
I
Goblin.
think I heard that too.
Yeah, he's also in it as a Green Goblin. So honestly, like, that's...
But that doesn't mean the Sinister Six. They could just be like in their respective universes.
On God, I'll slap the shit out of you right now, bro.
It could be.
It's the Sinister Six, bro.
It could be.
It's
just
a
that
big setup.
Maybe he
So I
goes
don't know
through
if you know
different
this.
universes and he comes across
No, he probably does.
Andrew
but here's the
Garfield
thing.
fighting Electro, and then he pulls
No,
him out.
I have
of
the
there or
feeling that's
something,
what's going to
you know?
happen.
Like, that could be a thing.
But this is supposed to be... I believe Tom Holland has this movie left, and I think one more Avengers appearance. and then that's it. That's all Disney
on his
and
contract
Sony.
for now.
Yeah,
but
no,
he's gonna
that's
be around for a
no.
lot longer.
Sony already said they're not, because what they're setting up for is their own multiverse to have a Sinister Six movie. They're gonna have him fight Venom, and they're gonna have all this. Like they're using this to hype
I'm
them
just saying
and
Tom
move it
Holland's
to
still gonna be
Sony.
Spider-Man for a while.
Yeah, he's gonna be Spider-Man, but it's just gonna be
done.
part of Sony's. It's no longer gonna be part of the MCU. He's gonna be cut out of the MCU somehow.
We'll see.
So
We'll see if they don't reach a deal. I
I'm
feel
sure
like
they'll
if it
reach a
gets to
deal.
that point, or Disney will be like, dude, literally, we'll sell our fucking soul to keep Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man's such a big
I wanted
fucking
to buy
deal.
it, but Sony was like, no. Sony flat out was like, no, we're keeping it.
They'll
Because they know it-
offer them an amount of money they won't be able to refuse. I guarantee it.
I'm sure.
Because
I'm
that's
sure they'll do
such a
something.
big character to have. Like
It
that's
is.
the biggest character.
He's one of the
have.
biggest characters that revolves around a lot of storylines.
There isn't a bigger Marvel character. There isn't a bigger Marvel character
No,
than Spider-Man.
there
So
isn't.
like the way that and the success of the movies, they'll be like, nah, actually, we can't part with this. Like,
Yeah.
we're
No,
gonna
it's
pay
for
you
the-
$7 billion.
Even if they have
keep
to
him.
swallow their pride and fucking beg for it, like they should, just for
Yeah.
the greater good of like Marvel fans.
They'll do it. I'm sure they'll work something out somehow.
Yeah.
Sony's the fucking. Okay, so yeah, so that yeah. So
The
that's
way you just did that, you sat all upright and you're like, okay, now chill time.
so yeah.
Pizza
so
time.
pizza time. That's the first 2 episodes of What If, and an entirely unrelated tangent about other
Upcoming movies, which is fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
it's
great.
fine.
It's a good way for us to talk about upcoming movies where you don't have to watch the trailers like crazy.
Yeah, even though I wish I hadn't. I totally forgot
I
about
know,
all that
like
stuff, and now I remember.
I honestly thought you knew
man.
because you were talking about like, oh, I read somewhere.
Regardless, though, let's be honest. Like when the trailer comes out, it's gonna be like all over everything, and I'll scroll onto something, and somebody will be like, "These are all the characters that we're returning," and I'll like see everything, and even though I'm trying to skip
Yeah,
through it,
trying to
like
say,
there's just
yeah.
no way to avoid all of it.
like
but
that's what happened to me this morning. I was trying not to watch anything.
with
on the-
something this big,
Like even with What If, I was trying not to like watch anything all morning, and I literally, you can ask Rachel, she's sitting there with me. We clicked on YouTube, and fucking the first thing on my videos thing was Thanos versus the Black Order, and I was like, okay, I was like, great,
yeah, that's fast, Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, this is a good place to stop. Anyways, we only were going to talk about What If, and it was cool to just throw in a little bonus of upcoming stuff. So
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I'm just excited Marvel's back.
yeah,
I'm
it's
just
about. I
excited.
think it's about to get a lot better because Black Widow was not a good return
No,
in my opinion.
I have a feeling Shang-Chi is going to be.
I hope it's good. I don't know anything about it, so I don't have anything to get like excited for. But I'm gonna go see
It's
it
the
regardless.
fighting.
Obviously,
well, you know, I think
I'm gonna go see it regardless. Let's stop talking now.
He didn't know.
Let's stop
He didn't
talking
know.
now. I'm gonna go see it
All right, we're not
regardless,
talking about
just
it.
because it's a
Oh
Marvel
well,
movie.
look at that, people. We just saw somebody give something
Thanks
away.
for tuning in. New episodes every Wednesday.
Yeah, we have new episodes
Goodbye.
every Wednesdays. Yeah, that's where we upload.